Welcome back, Soul Tribe. For those of you new to my channel, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Now, before we begin, I'd like to ask the Divine, the Most High, and Archangel Michael, protector of truth and light, stand before me, behind me, and beside me. Surround this space with your blue flame of protection, removing all negative or deceptive energy. Only allow truth, clarity, and divine guidance to come through. I ask this for my protection. I thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. So it is. Amen. All right, collective. Let's check your vibes today. Now remember that this reading is general and it is for the collective. If it doesn't resonate, please do not force it to fit. Okay? If you want a one-on-one, go ahead and click on my bio. My information is there. Reach out to me. But remember, if it doesn't resonate, please do not force it to fit. This is for a large audience. All right, Spirit, spill it. What do you have to tell the collective today about the person on their mind? Wow, okay. Okay. You've had a lot of realizations recently, collective. Okay, and you've awakened. Okay, you've awakened. You've realized that the person that you thought was for you took off. They abandoned you. They walked away. They turned cold overnight. So you had a hot tamale, and then all of a sudden, you got ghosted. They disappeared. Now, this person you might have had a past life with, okay? But you also learned a karmic lesson, collective, and you've realized that. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, you feel that they walked away from you. Even if the chemistry was insatiable, they walked away. And they realized that you weren't going to wait anymore and that a cycle was closing. So your person realizes that you realized what happened. They walked away from you. You have learned your karmic lesson. And even if you had wild chemistry with this person and they walked away, they realized that time is running out and they want to come back. They want a second chance. They want to reconcile with you. They want to make amends. They realize that what they did was wrong and they just took off without a trace. They didn't tell you anything. And now they want to come back, hoping that you give them a second chance, another opportunity. They were distracted. They were distracted. They didn't know what to expect. They were distracted by something else, someone, or something. There were changes in how they were feeling, and they got scared. But this person, collective, they have a lot of passion for you. You are forbidden love for them. They're very lustful. They have a very lustful energy, but they're non-committal, and you didn't want that. And their feelings grew stronger and stronger for you, and they got scared, so they walked out without telling you anything. They figured they'd have time later to explain. And now they're thinking about the possibilities of coming back, hoping that there's still a chance between you. They're manifesting you. They're hoping that there's still a shot, that they still have a shot with you. They're trying to keep the faith, but they're really not sure if you're going to welcome them after they disappeared on you. This person wants to return. This person wants to return for a second chance. That's the second card that mentions returning. Okay, we have a second chance here, reconciling, and we have return. They want a second chance. So that is validation that the person in your energy wants another opportunity. They want to make amends. They want to apologize for the way that they treated you and what they did. Walking out, they ran, they were avoidant. Okay. The person in your energy was already committed, collective. So they made false promises to you. Okay. They were committed, like seriously committed. They were either living with somebody or they were married. And it wasn't going well there. And that's where you came along. And now they want to apologize for running. They want your forgiveness. They want to return. They're really sorry for acting a fool. Confirmation. There were third party energies. Okay. They were influenced by a third party. They were attached. They were attached already to somebody else. So they ran when it got too hot. But they still hope that one day you two will come together and that you will accept their apology. They're hopeful, but I don't know. Soulmates. Deep love, unity, connection. You're their soulmate. You're their soulmate. That's why the chemistry is undeniable. And now they've come to the realization that they're with the wrong person. But now they're knee deep and they don't know what to do about it. That's why they ran. But they're living in a fantasy land, okay, daydreaming about you. But their pride got in the way and that's why they ran. They don't know how to come back to you and apologize. So they withdrew. They withdrew and they feel alone now. They feel lonely without you. They're conflicted. They're conflicted. They want to come back, but they don't know how. You nourished their soul. You nourished their soul like nobody else. That's why now they feel alone. They have a confession. They have things that they want to say to you. They want to come clean. They miss you. They crave you. They're thinking about you nonstop. They want to come toward you and they want to tell you the truth. They want to come clean. And they want to tell you so many things, collective, so many things. Tell me more, spirit. So many things that they were afraid of. But they really didn't know how to tell you. So they ran. They were afraid. They want a new beginning with you. They want to try again. They want to start all over again. And they want peace and harmony. That's all they crave at this moment. Along with you, of course. Because their deep desires, they are only sparking. It's like an explosion. That doesn't stop, but they want balance. They don't have balance where they are. They don't have peace. They want to create a foundation with you. They realize that they created a foundation in the wrong place. It doesn't feel like home. But now they're committed to that situation and they don't know how to get out of it. And they're hoping that you understand. They have a family. And this is what's keeping them tied up. This is what's keeping them from coming towards you. And they also realize that the family should have been with you. The foundation that they want now should have been with you. And they're realizing this. They miss the intimacy between you. The bond. The bond that you two shared, they don't have with anybody else. They confided deep secrets with you. They told you everything. But now there's distance. There's distance and coldness. But it's only you. This person craves you so much. And it's always been you. So even if that third party, if that karmic that they're with came between you at one point or another, it's always been you, collective. Only you. They just didn't, I don't understand why they didn't tell you before. But now they see the truth. They have clarity now. They have clarity. With the karmic, they're wearing a mask. They're pretending they're going about their business, their daily routine. He's or she flip and switch the roles, stress the hell out, okay, because you're not paying them mind. Some of you are in no contact. And for those of you that are, they could feel the distance in you. Okay, you no longer treat them the same because they walked away, they abandoned you, so they left you with no other choice. This was shocking news to you when they did this, and you were extremely hurt. You were extremely hurt. You were shocked by their behavior, their lack of loyalty towards you, their lack of love and respect. You expected more for them and they just left. They took off and left. So you gained a new perspective and you put yourself first. You cleared your head and moved on. And your intuition never failed you, collective. No. You knew what was going on. You have an inner knowing. And they know it and they're terrified that you healed, moved on, and you released them. And now they feel that their emotions are blocked. They realize that they really messed up. And their heart is filled with ache and sorrow. They feel trapped in the situation and stuck where they are. They feel tied down, and they feel that they're captive, held captive in their own home. Miserable. I'm hearing miserable. So there is an emotional storm happening, and this has affected them. Not only is their household affairs affecting this person, but the way that you have healed and moved on, that's kicking their ass. Because they didn't expect you to move on and heal the way that you have. The way that you have. That you released them. I don't know what they expected. For you to hold on. Anything else, Spirit? You're going to continue to be trapped in that situation until they decide to move on. They're conflicted. They had choices and they had a choice to make, and they didn't make it towards you. They actually did make a choice. They chose the karmic over you. And that choice that they made, collective, they are conflicted about it because they know that they messed up. Again, they feel trapped. They're going through tower moments, emotional storms, because you released them. And they know now what? Karma. Karma has come for them. There's consequences to their actions, collective. Because for every action, there's a reaction. So in their conflicted state, they're paying karma. Okay? Karma came to collect for the way that they treated you. But they're reaching a breaking point. There's a limit. And right now they're like in a pressure cooker that they want to tell you everything, but they just don't find the right words to say. This person has texted you and they just can't press send. They've come to the realization that the depth that you two share is irreplaceable. And it's important. And they took you for granted and they didn't realize the depth of their feelings for you. They're obsessed with you. It's beyond infatuation. It's an addiction. They can't let go. Even if you've released them, they can't let go of you. Shallow. They feel empty without you, like a hollow tree. And they've had so many tower moments that they feel cursed. They're in a negative mind space right now. And there might be spell work involved by this third party karmic who knew that they were not in the right place. They knew that their heart belonged to you. So your person has a lot of bitterness and a lot of resentment toward this person, because I feel that they did trap them in that situation. And now all they want to do is escape, run. But they're being blocked by the karmic. Like, what? What did I say? Running. Yeah, they want to escape. They want to run. And you know what? They want to run towards you, collective. Toward you. So they ran and ghosted you, only to now come full circle with karma and want to run back to you. Run away from the situation that they're in and run straight into your arms, because that's where they want to be. But instead, they feel a distance, the separation that they created. Anything else from this deck, Spirit, that you want to share that the collective needs to know? This is the same card that was going to flip. They're prying eyes. Okay, there is someone in their energy, the karmic, that is spying on them. They don't release them. They don't let them breathe. And on the bottom of the deck, confusion, uncertainty. They're unclear. They don't know how to get to you, because all they do is get spied on, followed. Let's do some tarot. Let's get some tarot. Yeah, this person has a lot going on. They want to run toward you, but they feel that they can't. I'm feeling that they don't want to complicate things more than they already have, collective, with the karmic. They don't want to involve you in the mess and chaos that they created. Get some tarot. But they want to come towards you, fast and furious. This person made a mess because they wanted to avoid accountability. And now they're at a stalemate. They can't make up their mind. But collective, what you need to understand is that not making a decision is making a decision. You can't be standing in the middle of a crossroads and not decide. You got to go left or right. You can't just stand still. This person needs to be held accountable for their actions, for walking away from you. From walking away. They need to be held accountable. Yeah, they do. And you're glowing up, and they feel that they're not going to have a chance with you now. Spirit, spill it. What does the collective need to know about the person on their mind in this situation? Let's see. The world. There are changes coming and cycles that are closing. King of Wands. This person has a lot of passion for you. They're very fiery, but they feel they can't come toward you because they have prying eyes. This validates the first deck. There's someone in their energy who is very vigilant of their actions. So even if this King of Wands wants to come toward you, they don't want to with these prying eyes. This person, that all they do is spy on them, on their every move. But Time keeps passing. Wheel of Fortune. Cycles close. Death and transformation. They're endings. Okay. It's inevitable. Letting go of situations that no longer serve you, collective. You don't need the aggravation, but they're going to reach a boiling point, like we saw, where they need to decide. Therefore, it's already triggered. It's triggered. It's already emotion. There's going to be an ending, a transformation, a change, whether the karmic likes it or not. Tell me more, Spirit, about this person. What's the action toward the collective? Okay. They're very possessive. And right now, they have a lot of anxiety and regret over how things went down. They have a lot of despair. Okay. They have a lot of anxiety. They're at a breaking point, but they can't seem to release the life that they're living. So they're fearful that they can't come back to you because you're not going to accept them. They're afraid that you're going to reject them. So they hold on to the life that they do have, even if they're not satisfied in it. Your intuition is high. And they know that you're in your Empress energy. You're everything. You're the divine feminine. You embody everything that they want. But they have so much despair, and they're holding on to dear life because they know that the Empress doesn't mess around, and that the Empress might have moved on and found the Emperor. Tell me more, Spirit, about the actions toward the collective. Six of Swords in reverse. This person feels stuck, that they can't go anywhere, that they can't move on. They can't move on from you, and they can't move away from the situation that they are currently in. They feel stuck. They feel trapped. They want to run away, but they can't. You're the Queen of Wands, baby. You're so magnetic that they cannot control their desire for you. And the only person who ever gave them validation was you. Because this person seeks a lot of validation. And the only one that saw them for who they are and everything they did was you. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about what the collective needs to know about the person in their energy. They feel conflicted. They feel that they're in a constant battle. That they're competing all the time. The Hierophant. There's conflicts in their home, in their marriage. They didn't want this. They didn't want this relationship. They didn't want this connection. There was a conflict from the very beginning. Queen of Pentacles. They see you as very generous. As you are magnetic, they also see you very generous. You are always very generous, loyal, and good to them, and welcoming. They want to run towards you. There's a reckless energy about them, but they're very assertive with you. You kind of bring the daring side out of them, where they want to run towards you. Tell me more, Spirit. Okay, there's justice. It came out sideways on the fence. There's justice being served. They feel, again, that karma is catching up to them and they're going to be held accountable. They do want to offer you love. Okay, this person is very charming and they do want to come to you. They want to pour into your cup. They want to pour into you quickly to let you know that they haven't forgotten about their queen. They're hoping that you would be a little bit more patient with them. Okay, they know that you have been, but the balance that they want is with you because they don't have any balance. They realize that there was only one person pouring and you were the only one pouring into that relationship. So with temperance out, they want to pour into you. They want to offer you this cup now. But again, they have to make a decision. Too many cards. This spirit. What about this energy? Okay. Page of Wands. They're very adventurous and you excited them. You excited them to the point of blowing their mind. They want to leave everything for you. They do. But what they don't realize is that they walked away from you a long time ago. This might be fresh. This might have been a while ago for some of you. And now they're going to have to muster all the strength in the world to come toward you. Because they're going to have to come crawling with their tail between their legs and say, I'm sorry. I am so sorry for what I did, for the mistakes in my past, for walking out on you, abandoning you, and never saying a word. But they're going to have to really show up and show up straight. They want to build a family with you. They want reunion. Like I mentioned before, they want to reconcile. They want to build with you. But that takes strength. And you know what? They're not, from what I'm seeing, they're not ready. They're just building momentum. They're building momentum. This is what they want. But I don't see them breaking other cycles and leaving that situation behind because they're conflicted and justice is playing out. There is movement that's coming towards you and progress. But tell me more, Spirit. You are their sun. You're their happy place. You bring confidence into their life. You're what gives them confidence. But they know they're facing judgment. Yes, there's a reckoning for what they did, and they gotta pay. They gotta pay the piper now. Because in order to have the Ten of Cups with you, boy, there's a lot of contemplation. Yeah, and they can't come empty-handed. So they're planning, they're very skillful. And they know that you have high standards, so they have to come correct or don't come at all. They gotta show up with the pentacles. They do show dedication. Ace of Pentacles, it does show a new opportunity with you. They do want to show up with the Ace of Pentacles towards you. Wow, collective. They want to show you and give you security. They want to show you that they can fix what they broke. At the bottom of the deck, Six of Cups. They can't get you out of their mind, and there's a past that they have with you. And they want to come back and they want to show you that they want to make a life with you. They want a family with you. Anything else, Spirit, for the collective? Union. They want a home. They want to celebrate with you. They want a partnership. They want marriage. They want this with you, collective. Bam. Bam. Is it possible? Spirit seems to think so. But they have to go through judgment. Get through it. Have the courage to come toward you. Okay? In order to get their wish fulfillment and to be able to give you this Ace of Pentacles and offer you the life that they want with you. But Spirit seems to think so, collective. Well, Soul Tribe, I hope that this message has given you the clarity that you need. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and until next time, keep it real.